Are you always trying to get to the next moment? What's coming up next? Rather than being in the now moment? So many of us refuse to accept life as it is in our lives at a particular moment. We want to escape from it. This being in the now, being very present, is difficult for some of us. In a conversation, we want to get to the next part of it so that we can say something. From what? From our conditioned mind, our opinion. There is two parts to us all. The problem is most of us identify with the wrong part. We believe we are our minds, our thinking. And our thinking is largely autonomous. It just bumbles on, putting thoughts into our awareness. And we don't stop to think, where are the thoughts coming from? Is this really me? And so we find little peace in our lives. Life is as it is. At the moment it is appearing in our lives. At this moment. Life is as it is, not always as we would like it to be. We have our preferences, and those preferences often come from our conditioning, our thoughts about things. We need to be able to accept life as it is at this moment. That doesn't mean resignation. That doesn't mean surrender. It means accepting it as it is and then making a choice, making a selection about what we will do next, how we will respond to the present moment, rather than reacting emotionally from the mind. So many of us do that. We react rather than we respond. Response comes, if we're aware of it, from that little gap between the stimulus, which has triggered the thought and brought up the emotion, or is bringing up the emotion, that little gap between there and what we do. Become aware of that gap. Extend it in time if you can, between when a thought comes up and what you will do about that thought. When a thought comes up very quickly, along with it a strong emotion, the tendency is to react. And sometimes that reaction can get us into a lot of trouble. Best wait. Focus on the gap between the thought and emotion arising and what we do about it. That way we can respond intelligently. That way we can really be in charge of our lives rather than letting our emotions control us. Life is as it is. Stop trying to get into the next moment. You can't hurry it along. And you'll never be satisfied if you keep looking towards always the moment which is never here. The moment is beyond us. The only moment we ever get is the moment we're living in now. Learn to be open to that. And then choose your response from the now.